How's it going, guys? localjohn1812.
What's up, jrod84?
Alright, guys. We're back. This is our sports show. We usually do it after the YTBA update for the league, but that's alright. We're doing it tonight. Once a week, we're back again.
Yeah.
That's 2 weeks in a row. That's like
I just say we probably, I just say, the shows are kind of been, spread apart, here as of late. And so, I just see, well, we can't seem to get to, in a certain time that we should do it, stuff comes up and we do other things, but nevertheless, we're still here to do the show for you.
So, let me, I gotta sign in there. I gotta sign in to something. But, guys, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened that's non-sports related. Of course, we know about the Las Vegas incident, and our condolences go out to everyone that has anything to be part of that that's dealing with that.
Yes. I just say, very tragic.
Also, Tom Petty passed away. Ralphie May just passed away today. So there's a lot of people like going and passing away and all that, and it's kind of sad. It's real sad. Just thinking about those two things there. And there's been other celebrities recently that just passed too. The guy from Montgomery Gentry and plane crash, and it's just sad. So sometimes something like sports allows you to step away from all that and be happy about something that's different from your surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Understand. Well, in the meantime, in the world of sports, I see there's a lot of stuff going on. Like this week, the American League and National League divisional series, are starting to take place, and there's a couple of updates. ALDS Game 2 between Boston and Houston. Game 2 won by the Astros 8-2. Also another ALDS Game 2 currently going on right now. Yankees and Indians tied at 8 in the bottom of the 10th inning.
Look at that, 99.
Cleveland's up in the series 1.
Cleveland
won
there
game
we go.
1.
96, 99, got the UK in the middle.
Okay,
It's important. It's important.
Okay. Also, in the bottom of the 6th inning right now, in a National League Divisional Series Game 1, the Cubs lead Washington 2-0. And also the Diamondbacks and Dodgers will play in their Divisional Series Game 1 starting in about an hour.
I wear my rings today. I'm trying to root my team on. But I don't know, guys.
Well, I mean...
Ooh, they just escaped.
Well, just to cheer them on and say, well, whatever happens.
Let me tell you guys something. I called in to KSR one time, and they just know me as John when I call in. They've read a few of my tweets. I'm actual local John, if anybody's out there that listens to KSR. They should know this now. Whenever I call in John, and I sent out the tweet about the Replica championship rings. So I said I had a Kentucky one I just picked up. Should a person be able to wear them, right? Matt Jones and them kind of were like, I don't know. Shannon the dude, which I really like. I think he's a cool guy. And not just because he agreed, but because of the way he acts all the time. That wasn't just one day that Shannon did that. Shannon the dude. He's cool.
Yeah.
He's a big wrestling fan too, and I like wrestling. But Shannon said, these things here, championship replica rings, yes, not real, but the thing about it is, they're like trophies, right? They're like trophies. They're like jerseys. They're like hats. They're like anything that you want to wear for your team. So you put them in your house and you put them in cases, and sometimes, occasionally, you get them out. I got out the Yankee ones because here we are playing basically, the best team in baseball. At least in AL.
One of the best.
Was especially basically in AL, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here you are playing one of the best, and my Yankees team this year is real young. They're young. And they're going to need all the rooting on power they can get. And you wear, replica rings, you get shirts hanging in your house, you got hats on. You're doing that because it's like a spiritual thing, not like I believe in God and Jesus, but not like that. It's just like a spiritual thing, like for a team, sending good vibes. And I feel like a lot of people say, oh, they can't feel it, they can't hear you scream. I think they can.
Well,
crazy.
They can't hear you, screaming.
No, but you know what I'm saying? They can feel. Well, I think they can feel multiple fans doing it. You know how when you're in an arena and everyone's screaming together, and there's something about that feeling. I honestly think that feeling is connected with other people screaming in their living rooms. Like I just don't think it's.
Well, a little bit, honestly, maybe so.
It literally, physically, scientifically, and anybody who probably call me an idiot would probably say I'm an idiot and there's no way. Okay, I just said I have no proof. I'm just saying that I feel like that, but I have no proof. No, I don't. I just feel like that. I run up. Well, you know how I am. You've seen me during a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I mean, because probably whenever, we're both Kentucky fans. I know whenever we see Kentucky, playing.
Oh, good Lord.
Whenever we see Kentucky play basketball, we go nuts. And when me personally, I do get a little bit. I just say whenever they're playing basketball, don't contact me at any time. Maybe you can a little bit at halftime, but don't contact me. This game is all the way over. I do not want to be bothered. But I just see, as far as as a spiritual thing, not
necessarily a spirit, like a good vibes. They can feel it.
Well, maybe. I just see, because the Yankees, they're probably, because the Yankees, they got plenty of fans, just not them, outside of New York.
Plenty of outside of New York,
yeah,
around the world.
And
people in Japan, everywhere.
People around the world. I see a lot of teams, college, NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball. They got fans. They got fans everywhere.
Everywhere.
So you probably because what you're saying, you probably feel when the team wins the championship. I guess you feel like as fans that you won a title too.
That's why I think Shannon, the dude, which I'm from KSR, Kentucky Sports Radio. I think he, you want to celebrate too. There's only so many shirts and posters you can buy, and little booklets and DVDs. The next thing up when you're collecting as a fan is to get the closest thing that the players get that you can get. And most of the time it's these replica rings. That's the closest we can get. Well, you know what I'm saying, to it. You know what I mean?
Well, I just see, it can get those rings. But those rings will probably be much more expensive for the fans than they are for the players.
Sometimes, depending on how quality they are. If you get one, which I think you're in a market to buy one, would you wear it during special games or something like that, or when you're going out to a contractual live Kentucky event? Would you wear one, or would you just keep it in your house, like put up?
Well, I would probably wore for certain occasions, like
a Final Four game or something.
I don't know, maybe for a Final Four, or take them, say if Kentucky would have won the national championship this year, the following day, had a victory celebration in Lexington, which I would have called off from work to go, and I would sport all my Wildcat gear, and ring and all.
Right.
And I would be in there celebrating along with the fans.
And you'd be trying to get a new replica ring of the new year. Or if we could get a real one, it'd be nice, but
maybe I could if it was reasonably priced enough.
Right. These replicas you can get anywhere between $30 to all the way up to $100 and something. It just depends on who makes it. You can get them from Japan or China. You can get them from somewhere in the United States, and all of them look differently. But this one here, this 1999 one, this one here you can see, and it's made by, I think it's Tradition. But they, I believe, at the Yankee Stadium in 1999, the 25th World Championship, this was a fan appreciation thing. I believe. Because I have the little... Yeah. The Tampa Tribune, Yankees bag, a little right here. I think they gave these out at a fan appreciation thing at a Yankees game. I don't quote me on that. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they gave out some type of thing where someone had to fill something out and then they could get it. You know what I mean? But you can tell the difference between this one. But this here ain't that great. But this one here, the actual material, versus these. But these look better here with the fake studs. But anyways, as far as I'm concerned, if you want to wear a replica ring on a special occasions, wear a replica ring. If you want to get a Kentucky pennant and necklace, wear it. It's just representation of your team. Now, I wouldn't recommend walking around every day, all day long with them on. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But if they're playing against North Carolina or something, a big game throughout the regular season, maybe that game, and then in the postseason, in the NCAA tournament, like a Final Four game or championship game, something like that.
Or you were saying it for Yankees Cubs World Series or Warriors Cavs NBA Finals it's whichever. I just seem like
it's up to you,
this is representing your favorite sports. Representation of your favorite sports.
See, I like that. I like that you agree with that. I really do, because most people would think differently,
some may not want to buy a ring. Maybe they can stick with with the t-shirts, mugs, or whatever.
Hats, yeah, and that's fine too. I like the t-shirts and hats, and
I say that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Also, North Carolina was supposed to announce today. Well, not North Carolina, the NCAA.
They were supposed. Yeah, I read that, but they were supposed to get the. They were supposed to hand down the penalties today. I just but I didn't get to read the story.
From what I heard on KSR, once again with Matt Jones, I watch it every day, and they were on there and they were saying that. Apparently, now that they didn't have any confirmation of this, it might have been just a rumor, and I'm not going to hold them to it. But what I heard was, reportedly, there was some type of fundraising event.
This is just speculation.
Speculation. We don't know if it's true, but there was a fundraiser event, and somehow the NCAA committee ruling got put off because of the fundraising event from North Carolina. Don't know what you want to read into that. Don't even know if it's true. But that's just what we heard on there. So
I said I didn't hear anything, nor did I see anything.
it's coming.
I just say I did read did see a story a while back that said it may be a little while before before penalties are handed down to North Carolina, but probably at some point I don't know, it could be a month, it could be 6 months, could be a year, or a few years from now. But I figure at some point, penalties will be handed down. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff like this, you just, because possible allegations of academic fraud, you just cannot
overlook.
Let that slide at all. Especially when you're a student, collegiate, student athlete. It just won't fly.
So, and then also, obviously, we knew the fact that Rick Pitino is probably going to try to sue Louisville over his contract. It's not about money. Rick thinks he owes like 40-something million is owed to him or whatever. But Louisville only believes they owe him like $23,000 or something. So there's a big discrepancy in how much money he's still owed, and he's still on paid leave, I think, right now, right?
Paid administrative leave.
But he's only on that because of his contract, where it stated he needed 10 days. So, and what's their athletic director, Jurek, yeah. He's on administrative leave actually for 90 days, which is 3 months. Even though he's got an interim replacement already and all that.
They got interim head coach.
Yeah, they got the replacements for at least 1 year already, but these guys are still going to get paid, and they're still going to, hey, good for them, right?
Well, but things have gotten a little, messy in Louisville. I mean, you've had, they've had, a few recruits who have now decommitted from Louisville, and I just saw where they got rid of 2 of their assistant coaches. So,
but
I don't see for right now. I mean, that's it. Right now, it's gotten messy, in Cardinal country.
Oh, basketball season. NBA.
Yes. Oh, yes. NBA basketball season. Believe it or not, starts in 11 days.
11 days.
Very, very soon.
They were speaking of NBA basketball. 11 days. You got rookies. You got Alonzo Ball. You have Darian Fox, our boy. You got Malik Monk, another one of ours.
I just see and you got several. Got Justin Jackson,
Justin
Frank
Jackson
the third.
Who could win Rookie of the Year? And that's a bunch of variations where it depends on what team you're on, how much you're going to play, and if you stay healthy.
I don't know. That's kind of a hard choice. I mean, I just see, because a lot of the guys, we just mentioned, Jackson, Mason the third, Fox, Monk, Ball, all of them. All of them, I think, are probably going to have like great rookie seasons. I mean, so it'd be hard. Honestly, it would be kind of difficult for me, to choose just one, for Rookie of the Year.
So, and also, remember at 1 year, what was it? Anthony Davis, his rookie year,
2012,
and he didn't win because, first of all, he wasn't eligible to win his first year because he didn't play enough games. He got hurt. So he didn't win. Who won the Rookie of the Year that year was... they said it today, and I can't remember. Who was the other big rookie that came in with him?
Damn it.
From a different team, obviously.
Oh, shoot, I can't remember.
But the other person won, and I wouldn't just say it's because, because he was not better than Davis or whatever at that point in time in their careers. We obviously know who's better right now. But... it had to be something with eligibility, amount of games, and all that. So that's what I was saying earlier about it's all about who stays healthy. Who has the most chances to prove to everybody they should be Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important. Other things coming up. We do know we spoke about basketball, college basketball. Kentucky has is it this Sunday or Saturday? Sunday or Saturday at 7 in the morning or 7 at night.
I think it's Sunday evening. Yeah, I said college basketball starts in about a month.
But Kentucky's doing a scrimmage, like a practice. Well, it's a practice. Pro day practice.
Pro day, I think.
Yeah, that'll be on TV.
I think it's the SEC Network on Sunday.
Yep, and who was it? Duke was doing theirs like a day before, or no. Rick Pitino in Louisville was supposed to do theirs like a day after or a day before, and now all this allegations and stuff go by. I don't even know if they still have their pro day. Do you think they will?
You know what? Then, my guess is, they probably won't.
No.
I mean, because right now, right now, the team probably doesn't. They just probably need to lay low, in the midst of all this mess going on. They just need to just lay completely low. And it was something yesterday, that I said I didn't catch it, but I did see the news report on this today. I said, the Louisville football team, they played last night. They lost to NC State 39-25, and the Wolfpack. And a lot of the Wolfpack students, they're starting to chant FBI, FBI. Now I'm now I'm thinking I don't. Now let's say on one hand on one hand you might think it's funny, but on the other hand you might think it's in poor taste.
I would say it's a little bit of mixture of both. Poor taste and funny. Some of the funniest things in the world by comedians on stage is where they take something that was kind of crazy or bizarre, or even maybe not that crazy or bizarre, but just something that happened to someone or something, and they make fun of it. That's part of comedy, you know.
Yeah,
Not that it's right, but it's been done numerous times.
Yeah, and I'm saying it's been done, and some people may have found it funny, and like I said, on the other hand, some might have kind of found it in poor taste to do so, and because shoot, for all we know, NC State could have been one of those schools in the FBI investigation. It could have been.
Yep, could have been. We don't know. So I don't know. I hope they're, for their sake, right?
I'm saying I hope not.
Right.
But one in particular, for Kentucky basketball this year, one of the games on their schedule, in particular Saturday, January 27th, they go to West Virginia. They go on the road to play West Virginia as part of the SEC Big 12 Challenge.
It's a tough environment.
Yeah, it's a tough environment, and West Virginia student in the student section there have been known to, they've
Get a little rowdy.
They've been known to get out of hand. I'm trying to remember, I think they were playing Cincinnati, or I can't remember. But a lot of the fans, and the students, they started throwing stuff on the court, and Coach Bob Huggins, came out and told them just stop.
Stop it. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
it's foolish.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, because first I think Louisville came there, and West Virginia fans, they started calling out the name of the woman that Patino was.
Oh yeah, I can't even think of her name now. Not the stripping incident, but the waitress.
Yeah, I think it was
right?
the waitress.
Yeah,
I can't remember her name.
And they said, yeah, I know what you're saying. They were basically chanting her name, which is wrong. It's bad things sometimes people make a wrong choice.
Yes, I see. So basically, what I was trying to, basically, the point I'm trying to make, a lot of the students, whenever, the fans, whenever, a team, I'll give an example. Probably now the most intense rivalry in college basketball, North Carolina Duke, Tobacco Road. Okay. Now say for example, if North Carolina, had the penalties handed down to them, that's probably just gonna be extra ammo for Duke fans.
Yeah.
To throw obscenities, say something crazy, trying to distract North Carolina players during the game.
Yeah.
And not to say, it'd be vice versa. If they were Duke, North Carolina fans would probably done the same thing. I don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? Whenever, the student section, they just have to be, they got to be more cautious. I said, don't be stupid. I said, please don't.
Speaking of the student sections, and I think it was I've heard different radio programs, TV things talk about how, like, a certain gym, like Duke, there's nothing like playing there, they say, because the environment. Well, how much Duke? What does Duke seat? 13,000 if they're lucky.
Cameron only seats 9,314.
I was gonna say. So, and North Carolina, the
Dean Smith Center out 21,750.
21,750. IU, I think, is what, 15?
17,472.
17. And a lot of these places have these things, the student sections, all the way, especially Duke, all the way around the whole court. All the way around, like, and they bob up and down the whole dang game. You know, it just. I know it's a student environment. It's a college, for God's sakes. They're not professional. But at Kentucky, when you go there to play basketball, it's a professional atmosphere. So when you go to Kentucky, you're not going there to be yelled at like a bobblehead, just with the voice box going, We only cheer when we have something to cheer about. So we're only going to stand and cheer when you make a dunk or a block or you do a smart play. When you do dumb plays, we will be quiet. Unless you're getting blown out and we need to boo the other team to try to distract them so you can make a comeback. Otherwise, these radio personalities, these hosts, and I'm not going to say his name, but the ones that really want to go out there and say, we need to get more involved, and especially like at football games, like cheer the whole freaking game. Why are we going to cheer the whole game? We end up losing. You know, I'm not going to cheer the whole game. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I watch pro football, and watch a pro football game. They get loud, like on big third downs when the teams are trying to keep it on fourth down, or when they're trying to score, or after they score. They are not loud and crazy on first and second downs. And
I mean, you know, say, you know, I just or on you know, potential game-winning drives.
Exactly, they're loud then, or right before halftime, they're real loud. Or if it is a 2-minute drill, like someone hurrying up towards the end of a quarter, they're real loud.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's normal walk-around talk. You know.
Yeah. Honestly, or that's it. Or if your team, you know, or if your team's in the playoffs, or
right?
So like say if you're in the AFC NFC Championship game, get ready to go to the Super Bowl, or if you get to the Super Bowl,
If your team is playing against a dog team, they're not that great, and you have a better team, and it's a pro game like NFL, that crowd is not cheering as hard as they want to cheer, because they already know you're going to dog walk them. You're going to beat this team pretty badly, you know. And that's not always the case. Sometimes the other team that's the underdog puts up a good fight. But here's what I'm saying. Do you believe that at a college like Kentucky, since Cal calls it a pro-like atmosphere, I think Cal said something like that in regard like professional or pro-like atmosphere, players first mentality. Do you believe the crowd should be bouncing up and down like they do at Duke? Or do you think we should cheer when we have reasons to cheer, and we should cheer maybe when we need to help them come back, but otherwise... we should be able to eat our dang nachos in peace.
Well, I mean, you know, honestly, you know, like I said, you know, that probably depends on the environment. It probably depends.
Like at Rupp, I've been to Rupp now like 7 times. Like,
I mean, you know, honestly,
it gets loud, but there's times that I see all the people and it's quiet. You know.
I mean, well, hell, I mean, for crying out loud, it's 24,000. It's about 24,000 people there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Everybody just opening wrappers sounds loud because there's 24,000 people. Everybody just opening a package of Twizzlers, it sounds loud, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, honestly, you know, it sounds loud.
Don't you think it's a different...
that probably also depends on who you're playing too, or if you know a certain occasion. You know, like for example, you know, Big Blue Magic is next Friday, and I see you probably get, you know, especially, you know, when the players are introduced. I just say, there's gonna be wall to wall noise.
Right, but watch after the players are introduced, when they start doing their little scrimmage, watch the crowd. It's quiet.
Honestly, the crowd's gonna be quiet. I mean, it's not just at Kentucky. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because Kansas has it's the fan base. Nothing against Duke and them, but they have a lot more younger, 18 to 26-year-olds showing up to their game to watch their people. Versus we're more versatile. I mean, you know,
we're more verse. They do have a little bit older people sometimes, like 50s and 60s.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking about in our crowd, we got more of them, obviously, because we outseat them anyways. But I'm just saying that
I'm just, you know, like, I mean, you know, not just at, you know, I said not just at Kentucky. It's
IU same way. They got
honestly,
more older people that watch them.
It's a lot of different schools. You know, every school's got their own.
Right.
Every school's got their own student section.
North Carolina, they're kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they all got their own students.
I would say, if you had to go by an average age of a person who watches the game as a fan, and you're counting from 18-year-olds all the way up to the 90-year-olds, I mean, Kentucky's average person may be a 32-year-old person, or maybe a 27 or 28, versus like a Duke, they may be a 25-year-old person. So that's the average person, not their whole makeup of their fan base. I'm just saying like their average age it made Spain.
Like I said, Cameron sees 9,314, and probably, and of course, the majority of those fans, are probably
Students.
Duke students or alumni who probably have been gone for about 2 or 3 years.
So okay, that makes sense.
And they come in.
Now Kentucky's seating 23,500?
Yeah, 23,500 or 24,000.
Right. A lot of that, maybe only 4,000 of it is school-based people, and the rest, the rest could be alumni, but also just regular fans.
Yeah.
So
obviously,
that's why you get a
small student section.
Yeah. So.
Well, basically what we're trying to say, let's say, student section. It's
keep it classy.
I say keep it classy, y'all. Don't get crazy. Please don't get crazy.
That's right. Well, guys, it's been 30 minutes. My phone is going to die, so we have to cut it off. So don't forget to like,
subscribe,
comment,
share.
We hope you do all those things. Come back again. Don't forget, if you want to wear a shirt, a hat, replica rings, jump up and down the whole game or not, enjoy your team.
Yeah.
Just enjoy your team.
Yeah. And I said, y'all don't forget to watch the college football tomorrow.
Right.
NFL.
Cats 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
6:30.
6:30 tomorrow night.
Yes, and I just said, well, of course I didn't tell you, but I will be in Lexington tomorrow to watch the game.
Good. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be back again next week.
All right, take care, y'all.
Later.